Hi guys, welcome to your look at that. This is going to be the June 2021. What aren't they telling you? Timeless reading and live stream version week 4 for the beautiful sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're subscribed to the tribe now, what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members. Let's get started. Everything you need is below in the description box. Thank you so much. If you're interested in some things, a series of unfortunate events that kept me grounded. That's always a funny story. I guess we were in post retrograde, although my trip had been planned months ago. There was a lot of things that went on. So I have a horrendous story to share with you guys, and I've been resting and recouping since then. So it's time to get back to the grind. And since I am technically still on vacation, supposedly, I decided what better way after a couple days of R&R but to get back and give you guys all of the videos that you need. So the availability as far as personal readings resumes on July the 7th. I am still on holiday. So you will see me getting your content up, and I didn't want to leave in any gaps because a message is better than no message. So let's get started. By now, you should have probably seen your bonus video. Um, and I decided to go ahead and do them separately instead of combining them like I did last week. I am really concerned about the collective energy that I am receiving from you guys this week. It seems that there's been a lot of you guys that have been breaking up. This was in the hard place. Forgive me. I had to choose myself. I was not able to give you what you wanted. Very disheartening. Someone is definitely coming through. I'm just looking for my light if I can find it. Coming through on this side. Hello. And stating to you that, here we go. And stating to you that they are definitely upset and heartbroken about this connection. There's been a lot of energy between you guys that have been going back and forth. There is a energy here, guys, that definitely is you guys are mirroring one another, and it's very, very, very sad how there does not seem to be any loyalty. There seems to not be an energy of trust, unfortunately. There seems to be an energy of one upmanship. There seems to be a lot of going back and forth. The first trend is that one of you guys is in the Queen of Swords, and the other of you guys are in the Queen of Pentacles. These two energies, I can let you know, don't really get along as queens. Two totally different energy. One prides themselves on looking beyond the status quo, and one energy prides themselves on looking at things realistically. And I see the tug of war between you guys. Just to run back through some of those clarifiers, we did have signs. We had an energy of the inner child needing to heal. We did have the card of limitless. We did have an energy of detachment and divine love, which was interesting, and gratitude. There is a lot of energies here. And I also want you to know about this divine abundance. And then there was also non duality. If you're interested in any of those, please go and check out that bonus video. It is obviously free for you to watch. And if you are here first, there is a bonus video. And just like I tell everybody in the bonus video, if you caught me there first, then I direct you over to here. Okay. So the two cards that definitely came up were these cards. Before I even get into the clarifiers, just let me say that there is addictions, physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior which are affecting this connection, as well as external parties here. We have karmic contracts, family. We have material concerns, yes, or other responsibilities which are causing the interference and the stress here. And it is very unfortunate. It's heartbreaking for some for some of you, because there is a real connection here. This connection definitely exists. The first card, again, is the Queen of Swords in your energy. The second card is the Ten of Cups in your energy. We do have a Five of Swords in the heart place, which is very unfortunate. We do have a Queen of Pentacles. And we also have a Ace of Swords. At the top of the deck, we are looking at a Six of Swords and a Four of Cups. Some of you guys are traveling. And I feel like the travel, I don't see a tower. So I can tell you right now, this is a cycle, and a vicious one it is. A vicious cycle of back and forth and up and down. I change my heart, I change it back. Not being able to recognize what's real and what isn't. It's a vicious cycle, and it's not fair to either one of you guys. It doesn't matter who's doing what. It is just definitely unfortunate now. And we're reading this energy from What Are They Telling You, which is the Cross Watchers energy. I can tell you this. Someone really wants to look at it from a logical perspective. Someone feels like, let's cast the feelings aside and look at things from a logical perspective. Both of these energies are very logical. One of them prides themselves on being more realistic than the other. Someone says your logic goes out of the door if there's no realism here. What is real and what is fake? It doesn't matter what your logic is. And then, so we have two queens here, no pun intended, but the energy of two queens. One Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or energy that is heavy air. Like logically, this doesn't make any sense. May have a, Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, strong energy that, rules the decision making in your energy that says, hey, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And then, especially, if it's Libra, it's going to balance the scales. If it's Gemini, it's just going to talk. When you are dealing with that energy, it's going to talk. And you be like, look, none of this makes any sense, especially to this Queen of Pentacles. And then obviously, if it is Aquarius, it is going to go above and beyond. We're talking about Uranus. We're talking about Venus. We're talking about Mercury. Mercury is coming out of that post-retro. We're still in post-retro actually for the next 6 days, which I think definitely skewed my plans. So that explains it. I'm telling you guys to be extra flexible because Lord knows that Spirit and everyone else had to come and massage my heart directly after my ordeal at the airport. And that was the first time that it had happened. Sometimes I need you guys to just take a step back and look at what you're being presented and don't try to force it. Okay. It's easier said than done. You could be disappointed and you could be upset, but don't try to force it. Don't try to force it. Do you understand? There is a forced situation here. There is circumstances here. There is an energy here of the Ten of Cups. Leo, your person loves you. They are in love with you. They have achieved these 10 cups with you. But the problem with this is that from a realistic standpoint, and you choose which one of these energies that you are, there is something that we need to look at that's logical, and there is something that we must look at that's realistic. And I feel, and I hate to say this, that both parties have a point. You both have a point. Now, sometimes you need to lead and sometimes you need to follow. Which are you going to do? Because both of you guys, again, have a point. The issue is this external party, and the issue are these addictions. If you have emotionally addictive thoughts, as I predicted in that bonus, somebody runs away from the responsibility and gets other parties in the relationship and brings external parties and their damn opinions in you guys' relationship, and that's no one's business. Stop doing that. I have been arguing with you guys and patting you on the hand for that. You don't need anyone to take your side. Take the side of the heart. And unfortunately, if that heart changes over and over again, then it goes back to some of those themes that I have outlined in that bonus. Maybe there is an inner child there that has been neglected that comes out, because I kind of gave you the origin, guys, of why I think these third party situations keep taking place. And when I say third party, I mean that is definitely what you're doing. There are third party opinions in your 10 of cups. Why? Stop doing that. And you do have some people out there, unfortunately, in Leo. I love you guys, but you do not like to say that you're wrong. And none of us do. Doesn't matter. That's a people trait. That's not something that is specific to Leo. But I do find that my fire sign collective does not like to be wrong. It's like, no, I am right. And it will get on the phone, email, text message, Snapchat, whatever, to get people to agree with it. It's why? If you're wrong, say you're wrong, because you're going to continue to be caught up in this vicious cycle of bumping heads. What I see here is that in the heart place, there's been lies, tricks, cheats, and deceits. We do have a 5 of swords. To what end will you not go to prove your point? Physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behavior has affected this connection, period. And a part of this addiction is a person changes their mind back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it is bringing and proving to be just terrible. It is wreaking havoc on the heart place, okay? There has been lies, tricks, cheats, and deceits. There has been a change of heart and change it back and change of heart and change it back. When does this end? When does the sorrow end? This Queen of Pentacles is nurturing this person, whomever you agree with, and which side feels like they put the majority in the relationship. And I'm going to talk to you. Listen, with any type of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn as an energy, listen, at some point, unfortunately, if they do not get their efforts reciprocated, all that logic goes out the window, because you can make it logical all you want. But if I can't hold it, it's not real. So we're dealing with an energy that idealizes love through logic. And we're dealing with an individual who it looks at what's been done to make that real, if that makes sense. So if we're not in a committed relationship, if we don't have this is getting on my nerve. If we don't have a space together, if we have not done the things that traditionally mean a relationship for me, then it's not real. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's how this Queen of Pentacles is looking at the situation, okay? Listen, there's a way. We move in together, we get married, we do this, we do that, we raise our children together. This side of the board is definitely saying there's a way. And the only logic that exists is the logic in the truth. And this side idealizes things, but just because it doesn't work out the way you want it, and that's all of that addiction. Let's get into it. I will tell you guys that there is going to be a truth. There is going to be a truth that comes out. And there's going to be a newfound clarity between you two. I can tell you that this person definitely doesn't want to let you go, Leo. When we just examine it from their standpoint before we close you out, they do not want to let you go. They really want to come out of choppy waters with this 6 of swords. They want to just be out of that energy. They don't feel like arguing and going back and forth with all of this drama constantly is what makes a successful relationship. And honestly, although they want peace, they're not all the way interested in reconciliation. They want to take baby steps with that 4 of Cups. There was one card here that talked about baby steps. Yes, necessary to take baby steps to move forward and crawl if you must. So they want you to crawl before you walk. They really want to see you crawling. You can take that metaphorically as you want. They want you to crawl because they need to see a gesture from you before reconciliation. Queen of Swords is being clarified by addictions. Your person is saying, Leo, if this is the side in which you resonate with, that you have physical addictions, emotionally addictive thoughts, or other negative patterns of behaviors that has directly affected this connection, okay? The 10 of Cups is being clarified by third party. There have been between the both of you, karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns or responsibilities, which has caused both interference and stress in this relationship. The Five of Swords is being clarified by change of heart. And every time it goes good, we're together. And when it goes bad, we're apart. This has wreaked havoc and put a tremendous amount of strain on this relationship. And whomever is the side or the party that constantly comes back and kisses butt or whatever you guys want to say it, because I really feel like it doesn't have anything to do with, oh, I'm not kissing your butt and blah, blah, blah. I think that it has a lot to do with growing up. Take responsibility for what you're doing, but that's just me. Someone feels like I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of being the one because I'm the glue that holds this together realistically. So what I am doing for you defies your little logic. This is what this energy is saying. And they feel like you are caught up in illusions, Leo. What's your fantasy versus reality? And that is so interesting that that is what clarified this Queen of Pentacles, because that's exactly how she feels. I don't got time for your illusions. What is the reality of the situation? And let's stick to the facts. Screw all of the rest of this. Is what this person is saying. That's how they feel. And the Ace of Swords, interesting that is being clarified by first kiss. I think the Ace of Swords is here to bring clarity to both of you guys in the way that clarity can be brought to the both of you, if that makes sense to you. You know, on one hand, you know, the emotionally addictive thoughts is definitely this side. It's like the change of heart is the dividing factor for both of these queens. One, and take it as it resonates with either side. This side feels like if you're not giving it to me, I'm going to go out and get it. This is a dangerous side. So I see why the addictions are over here. This side of the board with this queen feels like, you know, you are extremely unrealistic. And unfortunately, you're losing sight of the connection. All right. So with the Six of Swords and the Four of Cups, we're clarifying by Stand By Me. With the Four of Cups and Planning Ahead is being clarified by, it's clarifying Six of Swords. Divine timing is aligned. And I also want to say that you guys did get that Divine Love card, okay? And when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. And then whenever I get gratitude, I get that detachment card. I love this card to no end. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without fulfillment or a particular desire. Without the fulfillment of a particular desire, ironically, that's often when we are fulfilled. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not saying that they're not telling you this, because with all of this energy, I'm sure you guys have had a talk about this over and over and over again. What I will say, Leo, is that this person is planning ahead. They either have left or is planning to leave. There is a breakup. And when I look at this kind of split the board. It kind of is what you versus them, which is coming back this month, by the way. It kind of feels like you versus them, because it really is divided on what's important to both sides. On this side, it is the connection. Nothing comes before the connection. And if you love me and value this connection and our kiss and our intimacy, there's some emphasis around kissing, but it is something that happened in the kiss. Maybe you guys didn't like one another, and then there was a kiss, and then everything changed. There was some dramatic, like Uranus-like thing that just changed it. It's like, I don't like you, or there was some circumstance that just changed this whole thing all the way around. You were like, oh, that's what this is. And on this side, this person actually knows that they got some issues. They know on this Queen of Air, my Air Queen sign, but at the same time, they feel like, well, if you love me, you would just stand by my side and accept my cup. I'm trying to give you this cup and you won't accept it. But this person feels like your cup is unrealistic, and it is filled with a lot of illusions, and you don't know what love is. And you don't know of reality from fantasy. You want the drama You want all of the privilege, but none of the responsibility. And what they're not telling you is that they're planning ahead to leave because they feel like you want all of the privilege and none of the responsibility of what this relationship entails, period. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Addictions and third parties have plagued this relationship. What is real and what is fantasy? Because your person is leaving. They're leaving the connection, and they don't plan on investing back into it unless there is a grand gesture or a major change. They definitely are heartbroken. And honestly, they're in this energy right now of should they stay. This was not great to have to bring to you, but thank you so much for allowing me to do so. I certainly hope that this relationship changes. I'm going to be keeping the same order for you. You will be in the sixth position, Leo, and not giving anybody an opportunity to vote. I'm just going to flood you guys with all of your messages, okay? So like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will see you in week 2. Bye, guys.